So we just watched Us. This is Jordan Peele's follow-up to Oscar-nominated and Oscar-winning Get Out. So this is a movie I've really been looking forward to. The trailer for this movie, the one trailer that was released, was like the best edited trailer. And as a representation, like, of the movie to the trailer, I think the trailer represented the movie pretty well. It's just, you know, knowing Jordan Peele as a comedian, it's a little funnier than maybe you'd expect. It's really funny, and the obvious comparisons to Get Out are gonna happen.
It's funny until the third act, and then there's no humor after.
Well, I wouldn't even say the third act. I'd say the last 15 minutes of the movie. I'd say some of the third act have a couple funny, because Winston Duke is consistently pretty funny in the movie. The last thing we saw him in was M'Baku in Black Panther.
Oh God, that is
and Lupita Nyong'o.
I knew I saw him.
Lupita Nyong'o's in Black Panther too, so it has like a lot of the casting.
I couldn't picture where I saw him.
So comparing this to Get Out, you know, Get Out, its message is clear. It has a clear-cut message. This movie, I don't think it does. This is a movie that I don't fully understand what this movie is saying, but I've never been so interested to go and research what this movie is saying and go back and rewatch it. Similar to Get Out, there's a couple things in Get Out you don't catch the first time, but its message of the movie is pretty clear-cut. In terms of this movie, I think it's acted flawlessly. I think it's shot flawlessly, scored flawlessly. The soundtrack is amazing. Like the songs that play in the movie, perfectly timed for comedic timing and for like unsettling timing. So as a technical achievement, this is amazing. It also helps that the movie is just really tense. It has a lot of tension in it, and a lot of unexpected twists and turns, especially in that second act.
I say all the time when we see movies that I don't think I've ever said it. You're never bored watching this movie.
No.
You are absolutely on the edge of your seat pretty much the whole time. Even from the beginning, because if you've seen the trailer to the movie, you know what's coming, but you don't know when it's coming. And leading up to when everything starts to be chaotic, you get to know the characters, and you get to feel the tension between the characters. Even the tension between the children and the parents. There's a little bit of tension there between each other, but it builds up, and the payoff is great, and then from that moment on, it's just complete balls to the wall.
It definitely builds character, which is something that I love in a horror movie. It doesn't just jump right to it. It sets up the characters with humor and a little bit of backstory with Lupita Nyong'o. I feel like throughout the entire movie we're going back and forth between her childhood and her as an adult, and there's always something like off. Like, what is up? And the acting, I knew Tim Heidecker was in this movie from Tim and Eric. I didn't know what his role was going to be. I've never seen this side of Tim Heidecker in a movie. He was great.
He was great.
Elizabeth Moss from Handmaid's Tale, great. But clearly the standout is Lupita Nyong'o. You know, most everybody in this movie has to play dual roles. Lupita Nyong'o has to do a couple roles, and whenever you see the alternate version of her, and the second that she starts talking, I was just
blown away.
I'm blown away by that. Like, is that her voice? Like, oh my God! Like, this is the kind of movie that I want to see this get nominated for Oscars, because I'm thinking about Get Out. Get Out came out in February of 2017, and Daniel Kaluuya got nominated. It got nominated for Best Screenplay, and it got nominated for Best Picture. I'm not sure if this is the kind of movie to do that, because this is more of a sci-fi horror movie, where Get Out was a social message, social commentary. And this does have social commentary. I'm just not necessarily sure exactly what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I want to, like, there was times where I thought I knew. I was like, no, I don't. Like, maybe I'm just dumb.
If I was to, like, and I don't want to say this to sound stupid, it feels like to me that it is a good side versus a dark side of your own humanity, but keeping that darker side locked under.
It's definitely once it gets to, like, the reveals, it's almost
buried. It's
almost all visual and metaphorical storytelling. Like,
I'm not spoiling.
Oh yeah, definitely no spoilers. I don't think
there's one shot that, and I think the shot of her face and with her character in the background,
incredible,
in the third act.
Oh yeah,
is one of the best shot scenes I've ever seen, and there's no camera cuts. It's literally one angle, and it's fascinating.
This is from a director. This is his second movie. And Get Out was an astonishing piece of art, which I think Get Out will be the more crowd-pleasing movie.
Yes, yeah.
This delves into some art house territory, which I love, like like Hereditary and Annihilation and stuff like that. Where like you're like, I'm not sure exactly what that meant.
But it's not enough to where you're gonna hate the movie.
That's the thing. I think the movie is always enjoyable, like those musical cues, particularly in the second act. You know what I'm talking about? Amazing. Another thing, visual storytelling with the rabbits is just another thing.
Yes.
There's hundreds of rabbits in this movie, and I'm not necessarily sure what it means. Like they briefly explain it, but like it has to mean more than that. And there's just so much to deal with duality, and clearly the movie is a metaphor for America, but I'm not sure exactly what all in terms it's trying to say about America. Yeah. And I want to, like, I wish I could just walk back into the theater and rewatch it right now. I have to rewatch this, and I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna look up stuff because I'm interested.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that because you had to do the same thing with Get Out. Like you have.
I remember Get Out. I really love Get Out the first time, but a certain aspect of it didn't dawn on me till 3 days later. I was like, oh my God, and I messaged you. I was like, dude, do you realize these things right here? Yeah. And this might be a movie I kind of like that.
That was sort of like the same way that we had with The Witch.
The Witch,
the same way.
Which this isn't like The Witch. The Witch is miserable. No. This movie is. It delves into some depressing territory towards the end, I think. Yeah. But overall, it is. I'd almost call it a straight up horror comedy. Because, and it's not like the comedy deflates the tension. It comes at perfect times. It's not like Halloween from last year where the comedy's like, yeah, that's funny, but why is this in this movie? You know,
why is it here? Or
like some of the MCU movies, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, where it's just like comedy. Yeah. The comedy here is inserted perfectly. Like I said, Tim Heidecker killing it, and those musical cues. That's gonna be the stuff that's gonna make the movie really rewatchable for me. It's just how entertaining.
I didn't expect to laugh that much in the movie, and we were belly laughing at some scenes.
There's a thing that happens in this movie that's the funniest thing I've seen in about a year. It was very funny. It has to deal with the police, and also that was a metaphor in itself, I thought. Because I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but like there's a scene towards the beginning where they call the police. The police, they're just nowhere. They're nowhere to be found. Like where are? Like, you kind of forget about it. Like where are the police? And then like it kind of makes sense as the movie goes on.
Makes sense toward the end.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I love this movie. Like I said, technically, on a technical level, it's like flawless. Like Jordan Peele is a mastermind when it comes to just camera work and visual storytelling and tension, and obviously the comedy because he has that background.
Let's face it, he's the new Hitchcock.
Don't put that label on him quite yet because they did that with M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan started out 2 for 2. Some people say 3 for 3, and some people say failed at 4. So don't put that on him, Josh.
I'm putting that on him.
Okay, I think they actually called Shyamalan the new Spielberg, so we're good. So we'll settle for Hitchcock. We'll settle for Hitchcock.
I don't know. Steven Spielberg has made some stinkers.
Well, yeah.
And so has M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
Hitchcock made some stinkers.
This is a movie I'd love to see. I'd love to see towards award season get some love. And I'm not sure if it will because I think about Toni Collette last year didn't get recognition for Hereditary, and this performance reminds me a lot of Toni Collette's performance in terms of like Lupita Nyong'o. This is the best performance I've seen for her, and she won an Oscar for it.
It's the best performance I've seen this year.
Oh yeah,
hands down.
Well, it's the best movie we've seen this year. I mean, it hasn't been like a very spectacular year. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Okay,
we've seen a lot of movies already this year.
But yeah, that's a lot of praise for Lupita Nyong'o considering that she won an Oscar for 12 Years a Slave, and like she has like 15 minutes of screen time. She owns this movie.
It's her movie.
Just some really creepy stuff, and there is spells there where the movie's not creepy at all. It almost turns into a comedy. But whenever it turns into a comedy, it really works. It's good comedy. So I don't have much to complain about. The only thing that's going to stop me from giving this like the modern day masterpiece score for me is if I would have fully connected with what the message was, I probably would have been blown away, but I didn't. So down the line, it might move up to that territory, but for now, I'm giving this an A because the message, and I'm glad it didn't spell the message out for me. I'm glad it didn't. I'm gonna have to do some homework, but for that alone, like the movie didn't make me cry, obviously, and I usually say A+ for that, a movie with a really like mind-blowing message, and this one I'm gonna have to learn more about. So I give it an A. What do you give it, Josh?
An A. Borderline.
It's so close. I know we were saying before the movie we'd be disappointed if it's not an A+, but I'm not disappointed.
Here was the thing: when we were sitting and watching the movie, I'm sitting there going, "It's so close.
It's close. It's getting." And honestly, the final shot of the movie almost got it because that final shot of the movie is because there's just amazing camera work, like on like a drone or a helicopter, and I'm like, where's it going? Then it shows that with the music that's playing. I'm like, that is an amazing final shot. Like, it's getting there. And I think
and then it stops.
When I learn more about the movie, I think it could get up there.
We might revisit this rating.
I remember the first time I watched Hereditary, I gave it an A. Watched the second time, like, that's an A+. What am I doing?
So,
yeah.
This could change.
That's our opinion. Go in as blind as you can. I don't think the trailer gives away much. This movie's very unpredictable, I think. This is a really good time. It's for art house fans and fans of just mainstream horror. Like, it does everything, and it's borderline perfect. So let us know what you thought about this movie in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.